First of all, where's the waist? Can't find her. Let's get mic'd up. Hey girl, hey, it's your girl Phierce, and I'm coming at you with a podcast. What? Yeah, like I was saying, now I'm a little nervous. Hair still look good though. Makeup been on since this morning. Hair been done, and the curls fell very nicely, might I add. But cheers, grab your drink, grab your vibe, grab your water. Yeah, and catch a vibe with me, because we about to get into some things. All right. Welcome to the Phierce Truth Behind Entrepreneurship podcast. Clap it up for me. Yes, this is where we gonna keep it real. We're gonna keep it 100. We're gonna keep it raw. We're gonna keep it original. And we're just gonna give you all the tea that needs to be given when it comes to all things. And I mean all things entrepreneurship. I mean, the things that we have planned, you won't even think, like, you're going to be mind blown, because you won't even get to, you don't even know. You're just not going to even think about the things that actually, the tools that you need, that you're just not going to understand what it takes to really be an entrepreneur until you sit through these episodes and really get the full tea, because I got that for you. Okay? So, this is where we're going to talk about what it really takes to build something from absolutely nada. You heard? Yeah. So, first thing I want to do is check the energy. Make sure whatever predisposition you have about entrepreneurs or entrepreneurship, throw that out the window. This is about to be super unhinged. Just, you're not expecting it. Trust me, you're not. So like I said, come in with a clear head, clear space. Shoot, bring your tablet, bring your notepad, bring your iPad, whatever you have, take some notes, sit down. Come on, let's all get in. Let's learn something. Okay? Let's learn something, because you're not going to leave here without learning something, or at least feeling somewhat motivated or inspired to go conquer your goals, manifest your dreams, and just make stuff happen. Like, yeah. So the first thing I want to talk about is, as an entrepreneur, it's important to keep going. Yeah. It's important to keep going. And I know that sounds cliche, but I'm I'm being for real. Because as we all know, life be lifing real bad. If life be lifing for you, leave me, just say life in the comments for me, so I know life be lifing. But it don't matter though, because at the end of the day, you still gonna feed your kids if you have them. You still gonna get shit done if you gotta get shit done. Everybody gotta get shit done at this point in life. Like, we're grown. Hello. You're still gonna do the things you have to do to keep living a life you gotta live. And if you're an entrepreneur or aspiring to become one, or fully in your journey, you're going to do what you need to do regardless of anything. So I say all this to say that you got to keep going when life be lifing. Yes, you got to keep going. Come on. When life be lifing. Yeah. And what I mean by that is you just have to keep it pushing. Like, my personal life and my business life is two different things. They kind of integrate, but they kind of don't. And let me pause for a second too before we really dive deep. My name is Phira, and I am a business owner. I have a salon storefront, and I've been the owner now for about going on 6 years. So shout out to me for that. Yeah. I've been a content creator for over 10 years at this point. If you know, you know. The receipts is on my YouTube channel, Instagram. Don't believe me, just go. If you got the time, just scroll all the way down. You're going to see where I started and where I am now. So yeah, lots of growth has been done. And still a lot more to do within my journey. But that's just so you know a little bit about me. What else can I say? I specialize in natural hair and makeup. That is my tea. That's what I do. I am transitioning to just focusing on content and building other businesses, such as you that are watching right now, women brands, if there are any men watching. And when I say building, I mean pouring into you, mentoring, coaching, whatever that looks like for you as an individual. That's what I do. So yes, I am a woman of many hats. I am a mother. I am a sister. I am a daughter. I am a girlfriend. So I do a lot of things. So if you do have any questions at all about that side of things, just let me know. And if you're not, make sure you follow me on all platforms because it's lit. It's lit everywhere. I'm dominating social media. Like, let's be honest. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere. Okay? So now that we got that out the way, now that you know me a little bit, if you want to get to know me more, like I said, follow me on all platforms. Everything will be linked for you down below. So to get into the tea of why you got to keep going when life be lifing is because you have to. The reason we start a brand, the reason I started a brand, I honestly feel like it chose me. I started my business in 2013 as a full makeup artist. I was in college at the time. I am a college graduate. I am a licensed cosmetologist. Beyond that, I started my journey in 2013, I would say officially, right? I was doing makeup and I was actually booking clients. I posted, I believe, a picture of myself. People were feeling it and they were starting to book me for proms. So, as you can see, my social media presence has always been there. And I did not know that I would even be doing makeup on other people at that time. I really had no idea. But once I started it, I fell in love immediately. Immediately. Of course, I had a life in between all of that, all the hustle, the bustle. Literally, it was a lot of hard work, a lot of hustling, bustling. It's still a lot of work. It's still a lot of hard work. And I still do it. But at this point in my life, I would definitely say I do it very gracefully, much more gracefully, softly. Is it hard work? Yes. Is it worth it? Absolutely. So I say all this to say that my life has not been easy. It has not been easy. If you know me personally, you know I have a testimony beyond this world. The things that I have been through in life. Well, let's talk about this. The things that I have been through in the span of 5 years, yes, basically when I started my business, it has been crazy in the best way possible and the worst way possible, if I'm going to be completely honest. And if I was to stop doing what I do, like hopping on here and saying, hey, I'm going to start a podcast and actually start it or not start it, I wouldn't be here right now talking to you guys about my journey or about your potential journey or your journey currently. It wouldn't be a thing. So with that being said, I'm telling you, you gotta push through all the bullshit. Like, life is going to test you in the craziest way. Like, and you have to be careful of who you say. Like, you see the pretty pictures, you see the pretty short clips on Instagram and YouTube shorts and TikTok and all that. And, oh my God, I want their life. No, you don't. No, you don't. I don't even know if half of you would even have the grit to handle whatever that person had to go through in order for them to get the life that they have currently. Don't let that go over your head. Some people really work for that shit. And then there's some people that do the weirdest, oddest, worst, strangest things to get the shit that they have and to maintain it. No shade, no tea, but we know a couple celebrities that be surfacing on the internet and they did some strange things for some change. Yeah. So be careful what you wish for. And I genuinely mean that from the bottom of my heart. So to go back to when life be lifing, you still got to push through and you still got to remain focused on what the goal is. Me personally, my goal in life is to pour into y'all. That's it. That's it. And I believe I do that with every single person I come across. Whether that's giving you a compliment, whether that's hearing your story and maybe giving you a little tidbit on how to pursue whatever it is you're trying to do, or even if it's best just listening to whatever you got to say because maybe you're feeling down. But I ain't going to get into all that. But like I was saying, you got to keep going when life be lifing. Because, for example, I have a kid. Imagine if I just woke up one day and I said, you know what? I don't feel like going to work ever again in life. So I'm not going to. Like, girl, what? You have a whole mouth to feed. You literally have a whole human looking up to you and really waiting on you to say whatever commands, demands, whatever it is you got to tell your kid, they be waiting on you. So imagine dropping a ball and just saying you don't feel like it. And shout out to the ones that don't have kids. Like, you still can't do that because you might have a mom depending on you. You depending on you. You can't let yourself down. So that's why I say, like, you got to keep pushing through. I know personal people that literally just give up, just stop doing what they're doing because it becomes too much. Entrepreneurship is a lot. It is so much. And if you're an entrepreneur, you know that entrepreneurship is spiritual. It's all spiritual. I'm not going to argue about that. If you know, you know. Leave a comment down below if you agree. Entrepreneurship is spiritual. It's literally all spiritual. It is. Entrepreneurship has tested me in the best and worst way possible. I'm not going to lie. Any doubts, any fears, any insecurities, all that shows up within yourself and within your business when that's in you. And I believe that it's spiritual because that's when you face God the most. Yeah. That's when you face God the most. You know how hard it is to just sit with yourself and be in your thoughts and really get down to the nitty gritty of what the is actually wrong with you? Do you know how hard it is to sit in silence and to really sit in your thoughts? Your thoughts are not silent. Sometimes your thoughts are loud. raging loud, and you just sit there with your thoughts, and it's just you and God. Yeah, that's what entrepreneurship looks like. That's what it is. And that's why I keep telling you that when life be life, and you gotta keep going, because life is going to test you in the best and worst way possible. And the way that I see it now, and not to say I'm never going to go through things again, but I personally know my journey, I'm out of that dark place. Thank God. Oh my gosh. It's like every time I thought I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm out. It's always something, right? It's literally always something. But I truly know in my spirit that I'm out of that, because I know the lessons and I know why I had to go through those things. And the reason I had to go through those things is honestly so I can sit here and talk to y'all, and so I can pour into those that I meet on a daily, so that I can pour into my clients on a daily, pour into my child. It's really so that I can be the wise person that I am. Do I know it all? Absolutely not. I literally learn every day. I love learning. I literally sometimes go on information overload, and I burn myself out from taking too much information in, and I have to sit in silence just to clear my head. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But I'm saying all this to say that God put me in this position so that I can really push y'all to be the best versions of yourself and give it the best shot that you got. Because if you don't go hard for you, I promise you nobody will. When I tell you nobody's coming to save you, like nobody's coming to save you. Not your mom, not your dad, not your man, not your girl, not your grandmom, not your cousin, not your friend, not your best friend. Nobody's coming to save you. The only person that can save you is yourself and God is within all of us. So the only person that can save you, the only spirit that can save you is the Most High. We are the Most High. Don't let that go over your head. Yeah. So again, when life is lifing, you really just got to keep going. Once again, I go through the things that I go through. I went through the things that I went through because I've prayed for bigger things. I've prayed for podcasts. I've prayed for just all the things that I'm currently enduring, all the things that are in my future. I'm praying for these things. But how in the hell can I handle these things if I don't even know what struggle look like? If I don't know what it feels like to grind, if I don't know what it feels like to lose sleep, if I don't know what it feels like to struggle a little bit, if I don't know what it feels like to cry, be sad, be happy, be glad, be angry, all the emotions, how in the hell would I be able to hold what I'm asking God for? And the biggest thing of it all is I started the things that I asked God, I honestly started asking out of nowhere. And it's not out of nowhere because I woke up one day and I wanted this and I wanted that and I just envisioned this and I envisioned that. But why do you think that is? And I'm sure a lot of y'all can relate to what I'm saying right now. That's because God puts a vision in each and every individual person. And we as individuals, because we are all accountable for ourselves and we all have to save ourselves, we are the reason. We are the reason and we have to be the reason. My camera is tripping. It is tripping. Like it's 1:11 on the clock. My camera's tripping, but we gonna push through anyway. Cause what? The devil will not prosper. Anyway, so like I was saying, one of my clients, he'll be like, oh, it's before a certain time. Let me not do too much right now. Let me give you some time. Like when I say I appreciate that out of my clients, and I do the same. So you really got to know your clients, know your craft, and really get into it. Like it's deeper than just doing hair. It's deeper than the brand. It's deeper than all of those things. Like when I tell you my clients leave my chair feeling empowered each and every time, like that's stamped and marked. I am a 5-star rated, not hairstylist, but a 5-star rated person. Yeah, clock that, T. Period. Don't believe me, just ask about me. Yeah. And that's on period. But yeah. So with still being tired, I still show up no matter what. I mean, recently I went to Vegas for a business convention with my sister. She's starting out her boutique, and so I went to support her and be a mentor and like a second hand for her, or a second pair of hands for her. And it was such a successful trip. She got everything she needed out of it. I got a couple gems out of it. And I was able to fully transition, or realize I'm transitioning fully into my purpose, which is mentorship, coaching, and helping y'all. So it was very fulfilling for me. I loved every second of it. Yes, it was a business trip, but I also took that moment to just reflect and to have time to myself as well. And just to reflect on my journey, which is why I believe I'm even able to sit here and start this podcast with y'all tonight. But like I said, so the point I'm saying is we went to Vegas. It was such a struggle getting back home. I believe I may make a story time on all the trials and tribulations we went through to get back to Philly. Like, it was actually insane. Mind you, I had a full schedule booked that day. I had 4 clients to handle that day, which is a full schedule for me. And I had to reschedule 2 of them because 2 of them kind of, I'm not going to get into detail, but pretty much right off of the plane, I had to reschedule 2 of them. And right off of the plane, I went right into the shop. I seen my daughter, said hi to her, gave her some souvenirs and gifts that I got her on our trip. And I was able to have a little bit of lunch, and I went right into the shop, like literally. And I didn't even leave the shop until I want to say 8:30 at night. Mind you, I was literally traveling since the day before. You let that sink in. So tired. And I still provided excellent service. When I tell you I communicated every step of the way with each and every one of my clients, I made them feel safe, I made them feel secure, and I made them feel not frantic. Like, I made sure they trusted me as a professional, and I made sure and assured them that I was going to show up for them so that they could show up for the people they had to show up for that day. So yeah, clock that T. You gotta do it tired, and you still gotta show up and give it your best. Because at the end of the day, your clients do care about you, but they really don't care. Like, nobody cares. Like, literally nobody cares. And I don't mean no shade by that at all. I'm giving you the real tea. Like, imagine going to work and you complaining, saying, oh my God, I have a headache. I was out partying all night. Nobody cares. Why are you even bringing that to work? What are you even talking about right now? Like, literally leave that shit at the door, because nobody cares. Once again, nobody's going to come save you. So you might as well and keep it pushing. Yeah. But some of y'all ain't ready for that conversation. Outside of that, as y'all can hear, sometimes I do travel. I'm a mother. I run a business. And those are the moments that people don't get to see. Like, those are the real, the raw moments that people don't get to see. Once again, you have to follow me on Instagram and TikTok and all the platforms, because honestly, TikTok is one of the places where I vent the most about parenthood, and we have like a little parenthood community over there. Also, in my Instagram stories, I vent a lot about motherhood in there as well, and sometimes personal topics, like about, what's that show, that little balloon popping show, y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so like, I keep it fun, I keep it light. I would say it's really fun time over here. So definitely join our community, because we're growing, we're glowing, and we're learning, because we bossing up day by day. But yeah, so here's what I want to share with y'all that I believe, where now I'm able to sit here in front of y'all super confidently. I've always been confident, but also in your entrepreneurship journey, you'll have moments where you doubt yourself, where There is fear creeping in there. And honestly, y'all ignore that. That's the devil. That's the devil. That's not of God. That's not of our nature. We all have God within us, and we are supposed to believe in ourselves. We're supposed to have prosperity upon ourselves. We're supposed to just be abundant naturally. But of course, there's a bunch of spirits around us, and life be life, and all the things. But just, you gotta push through the bullshit. You gotta push through the bullshit no matter what. And when I believe I stepped into this phase of my life and stepped into super ass boss mentality, and I'm really that girl, about sick and tired of being sick. Girl, let's wrap this thing up, okay? Let's make my last couple points so we can get a move on. Make sure the mic's on. Yeah, so, because girl, so where I left off was when I stepped into my boss mentality and I realized that I'm really that girl, is when I had my mindset shift. You know, I stopped overthinking and I started moving, and that's when I'm realizing everything is changing around me. And it's not because I changed, it's because my mind changed. Don't let that go over your head. Yeah. So pretty much what I'm saying is a lot of entrepreneurship is all up here. Not only is spiritual, but it's all up here. So if you get right with yourself, you get right with God, all of this is going to be good too. So even if you need a little therapy, there's nothing wrong with that. You don't even got to tell nobody. Just keep it between you and God and your therapist. But everything got to coincide. Everything has to make sense. Everything. Everything got to line up. Everything got to make sense. Everything. So, most people stay stuck because they keep researching instead of putting themselves in rooms that change their lives. So an example, a great example for me would be today. Let me see. Today is technically the 26th, and I'm filming this at 1 o'clock in the morning. But it was the 25th. And I went to the Philadelphia Small Business Expo. And that's why I'm pretty much starting my podcast, is because a lot of people that I was around that has more knowledge than I do, I had more knowledge than some others. Like, we all helped each other in some way, shape, or form. And I'm so glad I sat in the workshops and seminars that I did, because they literally poured into me. I poured into them. And what I got out of it was, girl, start the podcast. Start the podcast. So that's why I'm here. That is why I'm here. If you know me, you know that I'm a doer. I'm not one to talk, oh my God, like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I just do. Yeah. Don't believe me. I'm really the type, like, don't believe me, just watch type person. Like, all jokes aside. But yeah. So the room that I put myself in earlier, a lot of people won't, because they're stuck on the how, the why, the who all gonna be there, the blah, blah, blah. And when I originally signed up to attend, I wasn't thinking like who, why, who gonna be there, what I'm at, nothing. I just kind of looked at the panelists. I kind of look who organizes the situation. And I just blindly went. I thought about not going, the devil. I thought about not going. But between my sister and my boyfriend, they was like, just go. Like, you never know. You just go. I got mad content today. I'm here now literally starting my podcast. Starting it. The hardest part of doing anything in life, the gym, eating right, reading books, learning a new hobby, whatever the case may be, is starting. This is literally half the battle. If I can do it, and I know that sounds cliche, you can do it too. I'm just like you. There's no difference. There is no difference. I know there's a mom out there watching me right now. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm a mom too. My bad. Oh my gosh, I'm a mom too. And you're just sitting there watching me. Girl, you better watch me and start planning. You better watch me and get your notepad. You better watch me and start jotting down them thoughts that's coming to your head like crazy right now. I don't care if it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Pull out that notes app in your phone. Start taking notes. Start taking notes. A dream is just a dream. It's not a goal until you write it down and take action. Yeah. So, like I said, me going to that expo today did a lot more than I even anticipated. When I went, I didn't go in with any expectations. A lot of things that I do in life these days, I don't have any expectations. I just have an open mind. I'm open to receiving. I'm open to giving. But I don't have any expectations in how I expect the outcome to be. I'm just hopeful. And I was hopeful that I would learn something. I was hopeful that I might meet people. I was hopeful that I might, whatever God needed me to know in that moment, in those moments of me being at that small business expo, I got it. I got exactly what I needed because I'm here right now. I can't make this up. This is literally my life. It's a walking faith walk, if that makes any sense. It's a walking faith walk. Yeah. So I just want to let you all know that I thank you very much for, if you've been here from the jump on my journey, I just want to thank you. If you're new to finding me, I just want to thank you. And if you're just, I don't know, kind of somewhere in the middle, I want to thank you too. Share this with your friends. If there's anything out of here that you got, yay. If you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't understand what she's talking about, follow me on other platforms and hopefully that could help you get a little more insight. Or stay tuned for our next episode, which is already in the works. The next episode, I'll be sitting down with someone who lives their life on discipline. And they live their life on a whole different level. So you definitely don't want to miss the next episode. That will be dropping 2 weeks from now. So stay tuned for that. Also, if you're ready to actually start, not just think about it, you already know where to go. Thank you so much. Thank you again. Thank you so much if you have made it this far in the video. Thank you so much if you have made it this far in the podcast. We are going to figure out how to stream this on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all the podcasting networks and things like that. We're going to figure this out. We're going to take this journey together. If you have any tips for me as a new podcaster, please leave them in the comments down below. If you have any questions about entrepreneurship, leave them in the comments down below. And if you're excited about our next episode, leave it in the comments down below. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye. Mwah.